Data protection is an important responsibility for both organizations and users, and sometimes it comes at a cost. Today on Future Now Talks, I have with me Dr. Aleksandar Valjarevic. He is a PhD holder in computer science. He is the Vice President of Business Development at Help AG, the cybersecurity arm of etisalat Digital, and he is a well-experienced management and cybersecurity professional with a track record in introducing several technologies in several markets. Welcome to Future Now Talks, Dr. Aleksandar.
It's a pleasure, Aliyah. Thanks for having me.
Are individuals and organizations more prone to data breaches because of the new style of working? Is it becoming easier to breach people, or is it just increasing in general?
Both statements are correct, Aliyah. In the last 12 to 18 months, we've seen really rapid acceleration of digital transformation initiatives across industries and government, and this is very positive. But on the other hand, attackers have taken note of these changes, of the changing vulnerabilities and working styles, and they're trying to use this together with the buzz around the pandemic. On the other hand, it has become truly harder to protect the organization, or we can say easier to breach an organization because of the change that this has brought. Imagine your IT systems are a house. Previously, all the doors of the house were in one place, in your data center or an office. Today, they're across homes, across coffee shops, even across the world. Help AG is helping our clients to achieve successful digital journeys with bringing new technologies and new approaches to address these challenges.
So, to those who say, I don't have something sensitive or confidential to hide on my device or protect, or nobody would attempt to breach my data or hack me, what are your thoughts on this?
It's everyone's responsibility. This is what I would tell them. We have to understand that we have to protect our own data, personal data, credit card information, but also we have to protect that door into the organization. There has been many examples where breach of one person or one machine, whether it's a phone or a computer, has brought down operations of whole companies. The latest major example is from the East Coast of the US. There is an operator of pipelines there, oil pipelines, called Colonial, and a single breach of VPN connection has caused ransomware to eventually spread and halt operations. Here in UAE, we have multiple examples, especially in the retail sector, where operations needed to stop because of a single successful email attack that later spread across the organization. So it's everyone's responsibility.
When you say everyone's responsibility, who do we mean exactly? Is it organizations, users, regulations? How can we be responsible for these doors that we should be protecting?
It's a shared responsibility, but ultimate responsibility and accountability sits with an organization that is custodian of the data and systems. So here in UAE, we have very well-defined framework with combination of federal laws and locally based regulations such as ISR, NISA. There is health standard also in Abu Dhabi, together with the recommendations from Central Bank and from Desk in Dubai. All of this creates a well-regulated environment that mandates organizations to protect the data. Soon we will also have data privacy law. That's a great step that will enable seamless collaboration between UAE-based entities, their global peers, and global clients.
And when it comes to implementing these security measures, how important is convenience and user experience?
This is a great question, Aliyah, and often overlooked one. Convenience is of paramount importance. If you start inconveniencing the end user or the employee, or if you start changing or interrupting a business process, you are risking the success of the whole cybersecurity program. One great example from experience of Help AG is identity management and multi-factor authentication solutions. If these are done in a risk-based approach with soft tokens on your phones, for example, and with minimal need for re-authentication, then we've seen a success. In the cases where client has opted for more cumbersome approach, that often risks the project success.
Moving away from data protection, and if I ask you about the future, if everything is going to change and you can protect and preserve one thing from changing, what would you choose?
That one thing would definitely be nature. We as humanity have paramount task to preserve and improve natural habitats, not only because of climate change and pollution, but also for our personal relaxation and unwinding. We've seen the importance of that in the past 1 or 2 years has grown significantly. So for me, one thing is let's preserve the nature.
And if I ask you the other way around, if there's something that might happen in the future and you can bring it today, what would you choose?
There, I would choose hologram technology. I would really like to see widespread use of holograms across business places, education, health, and even entertainment. A lot is lost currently from the non-verbal communication when we use collaboration tools of today and online services. So for me, I want holograms from the future now.
Thank you for joining me on Future Now Talks, Dr. Aleksandar.
Thank you, Alia.
At Future Now, we bring the latest technologies and solutions by collaborating with scale-ups, IoT developers, and our clients. And that's what the Future Now Talks are all about. So stay tuned.